Syracuse University, and under the dome today, we have a terrific clash in store. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's John. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia Tech's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
The offense set for a first down play. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Now the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's right on target.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to...
They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Still looking on the move. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Quickly out for the tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 25. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free and he was off to the races. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Caught. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this.
Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdown.
And they will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Orange have the ball. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's John. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Hokie, high, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the return, it's John. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field positions. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Pulls it in. It's Paul. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies love when they have that dynamic, electric threat in the running game at quarterback.
And their offenses go to a different gear, a different level when the Hokies find that trigger man with that really good athletic ability, and they just feature him, and things go great.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch you with his feet, stretch you with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. So they put the field goal on the board, about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes...
And he breaks into the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And man, this guy's... whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, when you can go win those individual awards.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Extending the play. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any... One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
After run, now throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Got enough for the first. Ball is free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Hokies! And the pummeling has started.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Syracuse, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last week.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Hokies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. The option look. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the punishment has been extended. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looking for a block. It's John. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over. And in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe beat. So maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, and continue to eat that clock.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Hokies. And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking for a block. It's John. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's John. Dances away again. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, it will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same